Do you have a coworker who leaves you feeling drained and questioning your sanity? One minute they're your biggest cheerleader, the next you feel subtly attacked. You walk away from conversations feeling confused, replaying their words, and wondering what just happened. What if I told you the nicest, most helpful person in your office is actually the one causing the most damage? It's a confusing and lonely experience, but you're not imagining it. You're not crazy. And you're about to find out exactly what's going on. Today we're pulling back the curtain on a pattern of behavior that's incredibly destructive and hard to spot in the workplace. This behavior is often called covert narcissism or vulnerable narcissism. Now, this isn't an official diagnosis like narcissistic personality disorder, NPD. It's more of a label for a specific set of toxic behaviors. Unlike the classic grandiose narcissist who is loud and proud, this person operates in the shadows. They use subtle manipulation, passive aggression, and a poor me persona to control and undermine people. Their tactics are so sneaky they often fly under the radar, leaving you feeling like you're the problem. But the impact is very real. It can lead to chronic stress, burnout, and destroy your professional confidence. In this video, we'll break down 7 of these behaviors you might be missing. Most importantly, we'll talk about the exact strategies you need to protect your career and your sanity. Sign 1. They are masters of the victim narrative. A key tool in their arsenal is victimhood. They are experts at getting sympathy. While an overt narcissist might say, "I'm the best," a person with covert traits will say something like, "No one appreciates how much I sacrifice for this team." They frame themselves as martyrs, always unfairly treated, overlooked, or overburdened. You might see this in meetings where they say, "I guess I'll stay late again to finish this," making everyone feel guilty, even if they've been unproductive all day. This victim act does 2 things. It gets them the attention they crave and lets them avoid all accountability. After all, if they're always the victim, they can never be the villain. Sign 2. Extreme hypersensitivity to criticism. While they can dish it out, they often react very poorly to any form of feedback. Even the kindest, most constructive suggestion can be seen as a deep, personal attack. If you point out a minor error in their work, don't expect a "thanks for catching that." Instead, you might get exaggerated hurt, defensive replies, or the silent treatment for days. They might say, "I'm sorry I'm such a disappointment." A statement designed not to apologize, but to make you feel awful for even bringing up the issue. This hypersensitivity forces everyone to walk on eggshells, ensuring their fragile ego is never challenged. Sign 3. Pervasive passive-aggressive communication. They avoid direct conflict, so they master passive aggression. It's communication that's confusing and easy to deny. They use sarcasm, the silent treatment, and veiled insults to show they're not happy. For example, instead of saying, "I'm upset you got the lead on that project," they might offer a backhanded compliment like, "Wow, I'm so surprised they chose you. Good for you." Or they might forget to include you on a crucial email chain or invite you to an important meeting, all while maintaining an air of innocence. This leaves you exhausted from constantly trying to figure out what they really mean. Sign 4. They distort reality and gaslight you. This next one is a heavy term, gaslighting. It's important we get this right, because the word is often overused. We're not talking about simple disagreements. Gaslighting is a repeated pattern of psychological manipulation meant to make you doubt your own perceptions and reality. A coworker using these tactics will rewrite history. They will deny saying things you both know they said. You might leave a meeting with a clear plan, only for them to later claim, "We never decided that. You're misremembering." Worse, they'll subtly shift blame for their mistakes until you start to believe you were at fault. This constant twisting of reality is incredibly destabilizing and a key way they maintain control. Sign 5. A shallow or conditional lack of empathy. On the surface, they can be very skilled at performing empathy. They watch others, learn the right words to say, and can seem incredibly caring. However, this empathy is usually shallow. Research shows that people with narcissistic personality disorder often have impaired emotional empathy, the ability to feel what another feels. Even if their cognitive empathy, the ability to understand another's perspective, is intact. You'll notice this in a crisis. When you're truly struggling, they might feign concern, but will quickly pivot the conversation back to themselves and how your problem is affecting them. Their own needs and feelings almost always take center stage. Sign 6. They create division and triangulation. Divide and conquer is their motto. They thrive on drama because it puts them at the center of everything. This is called triangulation. They will tell different stories to different people to create mistrust and turn colleagues against each other. They might come to you and say, "Sarah was really critical of your presentation." Then go to Sarah and say, "I think you really upset them with your feedback." They position themselves as the trusted confidant to everyone, all while secretly pulling the strings and creating chaos that only they can solve. Sign 7. They secretly resent your success. This one hurts. A coworker with these traits struggles to be genuinely happy for you because your success feels like a personal threat to their ego. When you get a promotion or praise for your work, they won't celebrate with you. Instead, you'll likely be met with jealousy or a backhanded compliment that minimizes your accomplishment. They might say, "Congrats on the award. I guess they're just giving those out to anyone." Or, "That's great you finished the project. It must be nice to have so much extra time." They may even try to take credit for your success, implying their mentorship is the real reason you succeeded. A healthy colleague celebrates your wins. A coworker with these traits sees them as a personal loss. The solution: how to protect yourself. Recognizing these signs is the first crucial step, but knowledge without action leads to more frustration. So, what can you do? The hard truth is you can't force someone to change. Your power lies in how you choose to respond. Here are 3 critical strategies to protect yourself. Strategy 1. Document everything. Become an archivist. This is your best defense against gaslighting. The person relies on creating confusion and twisting words. Your defense is a clear, factual record. After every verbal conversation, send a follow-up email. Use a simple phrase like, "Per our conversation, just confirming we agreed on X, Y, and Z." This isn't confrontational. It's about creating a record. Keep a private log of incidents, dates, times, and what was said or done. This documentation is your anchor to reality and is vital if you ever need to escalate the issue. Strategy 2. The gray rock method. Narcissistic patterns are fueled by emotional reactions, positive or negative. The gray rock method is a popular strategy for dealing with manipulative people. While not a formal clinical technique, many find it helpful. The idea is to make yourself as boring and uninteresting as a gray rock. How? Keep interactions brief, factual, and unemotional. When they try to gossip, say, "I really need to get back to this report." When they give you a backhanded compliment, just say, "Thanks," and walk away. Don't share personal details. By not giving them the emotional reaction they crave, they may lose interest and look for it elsewhere. Be mindful of your office culture, as this technique may not be suitable for every environment. Strategy 3. Set and enforce firm boundaries. Boundaries are not about controlling them. They're about protecting your space, time, and energy. With this type of person, your boundaries must be clear and firm. This means learning to say no without a long apology. "I'm not available for that right now." It means setting limits. "I can discuss this during work hours, but I don't check emails in the evening." When they try to pull you into drama, you can say, "If this is about the project, I have 5 minutes. If not, I need to focus." They will likely test these boundaries again and again. Your job is to hold them firmly and consistently. This is the ultimate act of self-preservation. Dealing with these behaviors at work can leave you exhausted and questioning your abilities. The goal isn't to diagnose anyone. It's to recognize harmful patterns, trust your gut, and take back your power. You are not too sensitive, and it is not your fault. When you implement these strategies, documenting everything, becoming a gray rock, and holding firm boundaries, you stop playing their game and start protecting your peace. You create a shield that's much harder for their manipulation to break through. If this video resonated with you, please hit the like button and subscribe. And I want to hear from you. Have you ever dealt with a coworker like this? Share your experience in the comments. Your story might be the validation someone else desperately needs to hear.